All right, let's check back in with Betsy with a full look at the forecast. What's going on today ahead of a storm that we're going to be watching?
Storm system, yeah. The next 48 hours are going to be kind of whiplash for us, unfortunately. We're starting off very mild this evening. We stay mild tonight. Brisk winds, temperatures in the 30s with these partly cloudy skies. Look at downtown Cleveland right now. Just a beautiful sunset setting up for us. These high clouds, though, that's the beginnings of what will end up being some pretty big changes that we are anticipating coming our way as we head through those next 48 hours. First up will be the wind. Wind gusts will be picking up overnight. We have a very blustery and windy day tomorrow. More wind Friday, more wind Saturday. And by wind, we're talking about those wind gusts in excess of 40 miles per hour that will be possible. At times, especially early Friday morning, we could even have 50+ mile per hour wind gusts as a cold front comes through. Ahead of that cold front, the rain will be moving in. It looks like late evening into the overnight hours, we'll have rain. Just all of us getting a batch of rain. And the problem is that will be quickly followed by a sharp cold front that will lead to a flash freeze Friday morning, just in time for the morning commute. Don't you love to hear that? For now, clouds on the increase, windy conditions tonight. Temperatures are going to be in the upper 30s and low 40s as we start the day tomorrow. That's going to help to propel us into the 50s for the afternoon. It will still be windy, and we have that rain that's coming in late day. We're going to take care of the wind first. Not a whole lot of wind to report right now, but as we expand the picture, here's our storm system coming in, specifically this batch of wind that's in the northern plains right now. This is the wind gusts that we're anticipating for Friday morning. In advance of that, we're going to have a tightening of the pressure gradient, and that will mean overall our wind gusts will really start to increase, especially tomorrow. So slowly but surely our wind speeds come up tonight. We get very blustery through the day tomorrow. 40+ mile per hour wind gusts are a likelihood, could even have 50+ in some locations, and it's going to be worse on Friday. So you do have to keep in mind it's going to be windy, and you may need to secure those loose items, as Lena mentioned, the trash running down the street, especially if it's got your address on it. That's never a good thing. But we may also have some isolated power outages. So if you have a really critical meeting or a really critical alarm, set it on your phone with that battery backup. Don't set it on the alarm clock. Now let's talk about how Friday has changed. That flash freeze is now more toward daybreak. We thought it would be early morning. Now it's toward daybreak. We're still expecting the scattered snow, but the point-to-point timing on those temperatures will be critical for how all of this unfolds. There's the storm system. As it moves east, we get the rain first. So let's take a look at your National Design hour-by-hour forecast. Through the evening, we're cloudy. It's mild. Temperatures in the 30s. We're just going to blast through the early part of Thursday. We start off in the 30s and we'll cruise quickly into the 40s with a mix of clouds and sun in the morning. In the afternoon, remember it's still very windy. Now those clouds increase. These scattered showers are going to be moving in, and through the evening into the overnight, the rain becomes much more widespread, even the possibility of a few rumbles of thunder. This is close to midnight. Look at these temperatures in the 50s, but that changes quickly because by 6 a.m. we've had not one, but two cold fronts coming through. The first will knock us from the 50s into the 30s. The second goes from the 30s into the 20s. And this is the timing of the flash freeze. At the same time, we have some slushy snow coming down. So we could really have some complicated morning commute times across northern Ohio. That flash freeze is still on tap. It will impact the start of your day. That's why we issued that weather impact alert. We're tracking it for you. Here's your Union Home Mortgage forecast, and you can see once that blast of cold air goes by, we're actually going to hang out in the 30s and 40s for much of next week. Rain chances coming and going, even on Christmas Day. Lena?
All right, thanks, Betsy.